Hey guys, it's Samg Cheerstar here, and today I want to do my first tag video ever. So I'm going to be doing the TMI tag, and if you guys don't know what the TMI tag is, it is 50 questions where they ask you about your life, like your love life, what's your favorite band, color, etc. Basically, too much information. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. What are you wearing? I am wearing this cute blue top, which I don't, and capris, and my earrings that I got from Claire's, which is where I get all my earrings. And I also get some from Forever 21. And my O necklace that I got from my school spirit store, also known as the Duck Store. 2. Ever been in love? Yes. And I'm actually in love right now. Next question. Ever had a terrible breakup? No, I have never been in a breakup. So, what's a breakup? How tall are you? I am either 5'7.5" or 5'7.25" or 5'8". I'm gonna go with 5'8". How much do you weigh? I'm actually gonna skip that question because I think that's a little bit too personal for me. So, next question. Any tattoos? No, I do not have any tattoos because if I wanted to get a tattoo, I would get a temporary henna body art or a glitter tattoo. Because not a real one, because I really don't like needles, and I've seen what happens if you don't take care of your tattoos, and it's pretty disgusting. Any piercings? Yes, just my ears. And I just have my 2 ears pierced. And I was thinking about getting my belly button and nose pierced, but one of my good friends told me that it hurts. So I just stick to earrings. Just my ears. OTP. Corey and Topanga from Boy Meets World. Yeah, they've always been my favorite couple. And also Captain Hook and Emma Swan from Once Upon a Time. And I am so happy that I got to see the finale, but really sad that it's over. But I'm so excited for season 5 to come out, and I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. So, and if you haven't seen the 4th season or any of the seasons, I highly recommend seeing it. It is super awesome. Favorite show? Oh my gosh, I have so many. So, I'm gonna have to say I love watching Once Upon a Time. I love watching Dancing with the Stars, American Idol, anything on Food Network, anything on ABC Family like The Fosters. And I grew up watching a lot of Disney and Nickelodeon shows, and I love Disney Channel shows and Nickelodeon shows, both old and new, like iCarly, Victorious, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, all those good shows. Favorite bands? Again, I have so many. And so I'm going to narrow it down a little bit because I grew up with a lot of mid to late 90s to early 2000 bands like NSYNC. Oh my god, I was a huge fan of NSYNC when I was growing up. And also Backstreet Boys, Maroon 5, U2, Destiny's Child, Pussycat Dolls, LMNT, Dixie Chicks, Play, Dream, Dream Street, No Secrets. One Direction is okay, but I only like one song. Soul Decision. I really like listening to all the oldies bands like the Beatles, Aerosmith, AC/DC, all those really good bands. I have a lot of favorite bands. Something you miss. I really miss my family and my friends, and I really miss the guy that I love, so hopefully I get to see him again. Favorite song. I have so many favorite songs. But I'm gonna narrow it down to my top 7. 7 is I Swear by All for One. 6 is Hopelessly Devoted to You by Olivia Newton-John from from Greece. 5 is You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins from Tarzan. 4 is Roar by Katy Perry. 3 is I'll Never Break Your Heart by Backstreet Boys. 2 is Sometimes by Britney Spears. And tied for first is This I Promise You and God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You by NSYNC. How old are you? 21. And I am really excited because I will be turning 22 in 4 months. Woohoo! Zodiac sign. I am a Leo. Quality you look for in a partner. I'm looking for someone who is athletic, smart, nice, funny, someone who loves not only himself but his family, his friends, his teammates, coaches, just everyone. Someone who is soft-spoken, humble, loyal, just an all-around natural, nice guy that everybody loves. Favorite quote. My favorite quote is something from a movie called Never Let the Fear of Striking Out Keep You from Playing the Game. And I've always stuck by it, so I love that quote. Favorite actor. I have so many. I'm going to narrow it down. So Zac Efron, Orlando Bloom, Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Jennifer Lawrence, Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams, Amy Adams, Emma Watson, James Franco, Mila Kunis, Hilary Duff, Channing Tatum, and Amanda Seyfried, and Emily Blunt. She's awesome. Emma Watson, Emma Roberts, Julia Roberts, Tom Felton, Jim Carrey, Daniel Radcliffe is amazing. And also Channing Tatum's wife. She's awesome. Favorite color. I like the color blue. I like the color red. I like purple, pink, and green and yellow. And and back then when I was in high school, it was maroon and gold. Loud music or soft? A little bit of both, depending on what mood I'm in. Where do you go when you're sad? I usually come here to my room or I go to the computer room. How long does it take for you to shower? That's again a little bit too personal, so I'm going to skip that question. How long did it take you to get ready in the morning? It takes me, depending on what I'm doing, like if I'm getting ready for school, it takes me about an hour, but if it's just like the weekends or anything, probably just like a few minutes to get ready. Ever been in a physical fight? No, I have never been in a physical fight. Turn-offs? Turn-ons, I mean. Probably someone who is really nice, athletic, not only cares about himself, but also cares about his family, friends, teammates, coaches. Someone who is nice, kind-hearted, is excited about whatever he does. Someone who is funny all the time and makes someone laugh. And I have a ton of turn-ons. Turn-offs, someone who smokes, drinks, does drugs. Someone that is rude, doesn't care about anything but himself. Gets angry too quickly. Someone who flirts with a bunch of girls, treats girls like an item and calls them really bad names, and guys who just call girls chicks or bae. Don't ever call me a chick or bae. Because we are not a bird and we are not an item. The reason why I joined YouTube is because I was wanting to some reason to watch music videos again. And you know how back then MTV used to produce music videos a lot, and I was sort of wondering what happened to all the music videos, because it's now reality shows on MTV. So when I saw YouTube, I was like, hey, I'm so glad to see music videos on there. And so I was kind of thinking to myself, hey, maybe I should start a YouTube channel, because I wanted to let people hear my voice and see what I can do. So that's the reason why I joined YouTube. Fears? Oh, I have so many fears. Sharks, snakes, anything in the water that can harm or hurt you, falling, blood, and a little bit of heights and stage fright. And what I mean by blood is that a little bit of blood is okay, but if you might see in horror movies how somebody's limb or head gets chopped off and blood spills everywhere, that's when I start to get queasy and have to turn away. So that's why I have a fear of blood. Last thing that made me cry. Ooh, that's a hard one, because I haven't cried in a while. I think the one thing that made me cry was when Michael Jackson died. When at his memorial service, I just cried the whole time. It was so sad. The last time you said you love someone. Well, I think it was when I went to the spring game, and I said I love you to the guy that I like, to the guy that I love, so the guy that I really, really like, so that I love, at the spring game, and he heard me. And I try to say I love you, and I say I love you to him a lot, so. And I try to say I love you to anybody as much as I can. Meaning behind your YouTube name. Well, Samg Cheerstar is something that I came up with when I was a senior in high school. And I got it because, and back then when I had it, my original YouTube channel was Samg Cheerstar. And but then it started getting involved with my parents' stuff, and then I had to get a new YouTube channel, and then it became Samg Cheerstar. Samg is actually one of my nicknames that I got when I was a freshman in high school. Whenever I always walked into choir class, one of my really good friends would go, "Samg in the house?" And I was like, yeah. And so I stuck with that name. And Cheerstar is something that I got when I was a senior in high school, when I did cheerleading. Back then, because when I was a senior and it was my last year of cheering when I did basketball, so I was the only senior on the squad, and so that kind of made me a shining star. The last book you read. Well, the last book I read was something that I read for class called Kindred, and it was such an amazing book. So yeah, and I highly recommend it if you ever take a women and gender studies class. So yeah. I am actually not Kieran, reading a book currently right now, so yeah, I haven't read any books in a while. The last show you watch. The last show I watched was something sports related, and of course I love anything sports related, and it was the John Groden QB camp, so that's the last show I watched. The last person I talked to was one of my good friends, Valita Volkman, via text message, so my sisters. So yeah, the relationship between the person and you and the person you last texted. So the person I last texted was again my big sister. So that's the person I texted. Favorite food. I have so many favorite foods. I really like Italian food, like pasta, pizza, anything. I really like Mexican food, like tacos, quesadillas, mac and cheese. I love sandwiches, any kind of sandwich, whether it's Subway, ham, salami, PB and peanut butter sandwiches, grilled cheese, peanut butter and banana. So I really love fruit like strawberries, bananas, grapes. And I also love hamburgers. So I really love hamburgers. Place you want to visit. I really want to go visit Europe because I really want to go travel down to like Italy, Spain, France, England, all the Scandinavian places. And also like I really want to go visit Harry Potter World and also Disneyland Paris. And I want to learn a little bit more about my heritage. So yeah, I hope I get to travel, which is German, Irish, and Dutch. So yeah, I really want to go to Europe so bad. Last place you were. I was actually at a restaurant down by the school that I go to, so that's where the last place that I was. Do you have a crush? Yes, I do. But I'm not going to tell you guys who it is. But I can tell you he is absolutely gorgeous, completely handsome. I liked him for a year and almost 3 months. And I can also tell you that he was the former Oregon quarterback, and now he is the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. Yay! So I'm so happy about that. The last time you kissed someone. I actually haven't kissed anyone yet, but I know exactly who I'm going to kiss, so I'm going to leave it at that. So, next question. Last time you were insulted. Ooh, I think that was more of a high school and sophomore year of college, but I haven't been insulted since then. So, yeah, I haven't been insulted. Favorite flavor of sweets. I really like the smell of chocolate, vanilla, flowers, strawberries. I really like sugar. Yeah, and that's all the flavors that I like. What instruments do you play? My voice, but I don't actually play any instruments right now. So yeah, but I'm learning how to play the piano again. So yeah, but right now I don't play any instruments. Favorite piece of jewelry? My Lucky O necklace is my favorite piece of jewelry because not only does it bring me luck, it also brings luck to all the sporting events that I go to. And I hope I get to bring luck to, I get another necklace that will help bring luck to my favorite NFL team. Sorry. The last sport you played. The last sport I played was cheerleading way back when I was in high school. So yeah, that was the last sport. The last song you sang. The last song that I sang was Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. So that was the last song I sang. Favorite chat up line. Ooh, this is a tough one. My favorite chat up line is, "Hey, is your dad a thief? 'Cause he just stole the stars and the moon and put them in your eyes." Ha, that's my favorite. Have you ever used it? No, I have never used it on anyone, and I don't think anybody has used it on me. Last time you hung out with anyone. The last time I hung out with someone was my sister. So we kind of hung out a few times when she came to visit because we haven't seen each other a while. So that's Valita. Was the last person. My sister Valita was the last person I hung out with. And number 50, who should answer these questions next? I say you guys should do these questions. So this is a really fun tag. Just go ahead and do it, and because you'll like the TMI tag. So thank you so much for watching.